The first thing, anything that makes a guy great usually has to do with putting the team before himself. Another great quote from Bill Russell is the main ingredient to stardom is the rest of the team. So when guys understand that, that's a great start. The best example of leadership I've ever seen is I was an assistant coach at Clemson, and we had a very good team, but it was a team that had been through some ups and downs. We won a bunch of games in a row, I believe 17 to start the season. Then we went through a rough stretch where we lost 8 out of 11 games. We were really struggling in the month of February, and a player by the name of Cliff Hammonds decided he was going to create a contract. He typed it out, and on the contract it said I, and then it had a space for each player's name, hereby recommit myself to Clemson basketball. Then it went on for 2 long paragraphs to describe what that meant on and off the court. Right. We go to class, we practice hard, we're in this together, we work together, we're coachable. Went on and on to describe what this was. Then at the bottom there was a place for each player to sign it. So he printed out about 15 of these contracts, and he went to his teammates one-on-one. And he said, here's the contract. Only sign it and put your name on it if you believe it and if you're willing to follow through. Each guy signed it because they didn't want to be that guy that doesn't sign it. Right. So everyone signed it, but here's the genius in what Cliff did. He took the contracts to the secretary in the basketball office, and he said, Susan, will you please laminate these? He had the contracts laminated, so now instead of just being a flimsy one piece of paper, now it's a little harder, and it's shiny. And he took each guy's contract and he taped it up in their locker in our arena. Right. So that every day when the guys were changing to go to practice or to go to a game, they had to look at that contract. They had to look at their own signature. And we went on to win, I think, 5 out of our next 6 games, really finished the season strong. I think that was stronger than anything we could have done as coaches.